Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah. A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to HJN. So, today, I've got more HJN related content coming your way, and I mean a lot of it. It's getting to the point where I'm really starting to feel all excited and the like, but I'm just going to go ahead and just start talking about a few other subjects that I got in line for the rest of the day. And one of them is synthesizers. If you're not very familiar, this particular instrument in the art of composition in music is vaguely popular, even to this day, with the usage of synthwave. If you're not very familiar with it, then well, synthwave, of course, happens to be one of those throwback themed music genres that happen to circumnavigate a lot of our own culture here in this time. But synthwave, of course, has been around for a long time. It, of course, has been around for at least a decade. So, of course, you know that it's been around for a long time, especially with the film known as Drive, which happened to showcase one of the first ever popular synthwave songs known as Night Call by Kavinsky. And of course, even to this day, the synthesizer still continues to be used very widely in terms of many different types of songs out there that we know about. But of course, aside from all that, its usage way back in the day was a pretty big outcome. Many people had no idea that it was supposedly used all the time. And for the most part itself, synthesizers were, of course, one of the most popular things to be used during the 1980s. And since then, many people have always looked back into its usage. Of course, the fact that its popularity has very much skyrocketed from the last 3 decades. It's been an extensive way of getting to know American culture way back in the day, but aside from all that, it's still a unique piece of instrumental equipment, and it does in fact come in a huge variety of different sizes and shapes to accompany many people out there. But most people today would use the synthesizer on their laptop. Of course, the digital age has really come by and started scooping up every single instrument out there. Even though there still are people who happen to use physical instruments out there, the real deal. But for the most part, I might as well just stick to what's online and what's on the screen. It's much more easier to handle, and it would completely eliminate the fact that if I had to carry everything with me all the time, then I couldn't really imagine how the real deal would be, and how frustrating it would be for me to carry everything like that. But nevertheless, let's just leave that part out of it, and just conclude the fact that the synthesizer was a huge piece of success for many people out there of all sorts, mostly musicians, artists, and bands worldwide. And so that's pretty much what I got left to say about it. But if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.